Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Krisztina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to analyze the 2023 September astrology forecast. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about the mundane transit in general first. So we're going to have a new moon, and the new moon going to happen 14th of September, and it's going to happen in Virgo. And then the full moon going to happen 29th of September in 6 degrees in Aries. The full moon going to actually be in opposition with Pallas Athene and going to square with Vesta, and the new moon going to trine Uranus. All right, we also have our two inner planets, Mercury and Venus, going to station direct this month. Venus going to station direct on the 3rd, and Mercury going to station direct on the 15th in Virgo in 8 degrees. The other thing was going to happen, Jupiter going to station retrograde on the 4th of September, and it's going to conjunct Moon. So the moon going to be actually in Taurus that day, and then it's going to trine Mercury retrograde. All right, also some asteroid also going to change sign. Pallas Athene going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 13th. Pallas Athene is the warrior queen, but she was really wise. So she is choosing her fights. And the 13th, Vesta also going to ingress Cancer. Vesta is your eternal flame. In Cancer, actually, it's going to give us and help us with nurturing. Like we will nurture our inner child, and the way we are. You know, it's very important also in financial astrology, because Vesta is the one what keeps us going and want to make us to invest, for example. And the 15th, Ceres going to move to Scorpio, and the Sun also going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 23rd. Come on, Cosmo. So here is Cosmo, my little Dutch hound, and he's gonna be part of your prediction right now. So let's see what's going to happen. Mercury and Jupiter on the 4th going to actually trine. Mercury is the ability, the way you are actually processing information. Mercury associated with thinking, communication, the way you express yourself, and it's associated with sales as well. It rules two signs. It rules Gemini in the 3rd house, and it also rules Virgo. At this moment, it is in retrograde on the 4th, and it is trining with Jupiter, the planet of blessing in Taurus. So actually, it will indicate some kind of positive change with traveling, short distance traveling. It will indicate, for example, the oat or anything with grain on stock market can go up. It is also indicating some kind of change with internet and the way we are using internet and the way we are communicating. It's a blessing. You are capable to for example, express yourself on a really not positive way, because Jupiter is the planet of positivity over here. So what else is happening? So let's see let's go to the new moon this month, and it's going to happen in Virgo, 21 degrees. That's the 2nd decan. So the 2nd decan, it's a Capricornian decan, and it's going to actually influenced by Saturn. Saturn is endurance. Saturn is actually have to do something with your hard work ethic. But Saturn also represents fears and delays and decays and censorship. And because of we have Mercury retrograding actually in Virgo, and by sign, by energy, it is opposing, not by degree, but by energy, it's opposing Saturn, which is in retrograde in Pisces, and also to Neptune. it could indicate some kind of issue with social media, with media itself. The news itself could be either censored or it could be lies. And we are going to figure out actually what they were lying about to us in general, to the public. All right, what else could happen over here? So because of this new moon in Virgo, it's, you know, the moon is representing your feelings, your subconscious. It's representing the females in general, women and feminism. It also associated with the public. But it also rules dogs and apples, you know, like silver, for example, pearl. So when it's actually opposing to the energy of Saturn, then it could, and Saturn is in Pisces, it could indicate some kind of issue over here. And that's what we're gonna hear in the news most likely, to have some kind of issue with animals, big ocean animals. For example, they can get beached, and you know, like it could indicate a massive death of the mammals, the ocean mammals there. And what else it could indicate? It could indicate censorship. It's obvious because Mercury is opposing to Saturn here and Neptune. So the other thing what could happen, we're going to have actually a full moon, which is going, no, actually this new moon is going to trine Uranus. Uranus, anything to do with chaos, rebellions, and it's also something because it rules the 11th house, your goals and your hopes and wishes, humanitarian and philanthropic project as well. Uranus rules the tornadoes, rules anything with wind, windmill, energy. So when this is going to trine, it is a really, really favorable, granted, positive aspect over here. And because Uranus is in Taurus, in this case, it could be something like we're going to have a news about and like how can we stop tornadoes, or how can we use windmills in our daily lives, or you know, like it's going to be more popular. How can you use self-sufficient energy? For example, Uranus in Taurus could represent natural gas, right, over there. But how? Because of the animals. So using technology and using the animal poops, for example, and create natural gas. And it's going to be all over in the news. And it is also some kind of positive change because of the new moon is in Virgo. Virgo is the earth. It's representing Mother Earth as well, just like Taurus is an earth sign. So some positive news about recycling, for example, or actually the way we treat animals and the way we treat the earth itself, it's going to be some positive news over there for us. Okay, so moving forward, and we're going to talk about right now Venus station direct on the 3rd. Venus is going to station direct at 12 degrees. Okay, and it's going to conjunct Juno when it's stationed direct. Venus is stationing direct in Leo. Leo, by archetype, it rules investment, it rules prize winning, it rules sports clubs, it rules the children, joy and pleasure-based businesses, and your kids, and your creative projects. So, what's gonna happen? If you have been actually in stagnation, or you couldn't move forward with your art project, or you didn't find, for example, a manager or someone who can represent you in your art, this is the time right now when you will be capable, actually go for it, and you know, most likely some of us going to find someone who is helpful, and we can actually, it could help with your creative project. It's also really good to win, and you know, Venus is not only love and attraction, Venus also is currency. So in Leo, it rules the 5th house, right? So 5th house is investment. Venus, it could be like you are preserving your money in art or in very, very expensive jewelries. And that's the way, not in 401k, obvious, but something what is tangible over there, and you can, because Venus rules Taurus, which is tangible energy, so something with tangible energy. For example, gold, because Venus in Leo could be something investing in gold, real gold. So it could be a positive energy for that. All right, and Jupiter. So if you want to actually help your Venus and help your creative project, you can drink, for example, blue lotus tea, lavender tea, rose petal tea, anything like that, especially if your Venus is debilitated in your chart and it's weak, then you are capable to make it stronger. For example, every Friday you buy flowers for yourself, like you going to use a lot of green underwear, green clothes, whatever, but that's how you're going to be capable to make your Venus stronger. Okay, so that's how you can help. Okay, the next one is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus, which is luxury and comfort. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, the planet of Santa Claus. This is like in the Taurus rules the second house, ruled by Venus, and Venus also going direct the day before. So station direct the day before, so it is really, really positive over here, even if they are squaring by energy. But don't forget, square is not necessarily bad, because it's pushing you forward to make a decision, it's pushing you forward to make actions. And so I like squares in the charts usually. So here what you can do, it's pushing you forward to prepare for the next month, which is going to be the eclipse season. And you know, in October 14th, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Libra, and on the 28th, we're going to have the last Taurus eclipse. Right? And it's going to happen in 5 degrees. So we are ending that 18-year cycle with Taurus Scorpio axis. But Jupiter here, it's already gonna go in retrograde. So it's going to be influenced by this eclipse, most likely. And over here, it's bringing back opportunities for us, opportunities with Taurian energy. So Jupiter also very good with investment. In daytime, it's rules Sagittarius, nighttime, it's rules Pisces. And you know, like in Sagittarius, it's more positive, obviously, and in Pisces, it's more spiritual. Jupiterian stone is lapis lazuli, and if you want to make your Jupiter stronger because you are ruled by Jupiter, perhaps you have a Sag rising or Pisces rising or Sag sun or a Sagittarius sun or Pisces sun, you are ruled by that, and then it's representing it can get weakened, so you want to make it more positive and more strong. So you can have milk thistle, dandelion, you can bear lapis lazuli, and you're going to actually balance that kind of energy that is weakened, Jupiter. But on the other hand, Jupiter is bringing back opportunities with salaries. So for example, a lot of people could go back to work and get rehired. Whoever lost their job during COVID, it could be like the next 4 months, while Jupiter gonna go back retrograde, people going to get back their job, or they're going to get rehired, because second house is your salary. So it could be influence that one. Okay, and then we wanted to talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury going to go direct in Virgo. So it's exalted in Virgo. When it's gonna go direct, it's going to indicate some kind of positive news in healthcare, because 6th house rules healthcare, and 6th house also rules our daily routine. So it's going to be more settled in general. And also it rules works. Just what I said about Jupiter at this moment, like 2 seconds ago, Mercury going direct in Virgo, it's also representing a lot of people going to get back their job. And we might going to hear a good news about, in general around the world, about healthcare, about like insurances and healthcare in general, because 6th house is your health or health and healthcare. All right, so I'm going to move forward right now, and I'm going to actually talk about each individual signs. If you have a Sagittarius rising, sun or moon, this is your September forecast. And actually, let's see what kind of opportunities you will have, Sagittarius. Yes, okay. So I am a Sagittarius rising myself. So let's see what's gonna go on for me as well. Okay. Actually, I changed everything here. Yes. Okay, Venus on the 3rd gonna go direct in or 9th house. 9th house, anything to do with publishing, social media. So you're going to attract a lot of social media followers, clientele. It could be actually if you have ever published something, something with art, something with, or if you want to be an actress, actor, start podcast, a book is there out for the public that is going to be well received right now. If you have any immigration office, what do you want, Cosmo? If you want to, if you have any kind of immigration issues, like you want to get a visa, or you want to learn another language, or you actually want to go back to higher education and do your master's, this is the right time for you. It is also really great to invest in, for example, anything to do with art, anything to do with entertainment, anything to do, you're going to actually explore and study something to do with how to YouTubing, how to do podcast, and how to invest in there. So actually you're going to invest in your website, invest in, you might going to get a job as a journalist as well, or in TV, like you know, someone who is speaking in TV, an anchor, someone like that. Okay. Good to get passport and visa, and good for traveling right now. You might going to have a lot of unexpected traveling because of work, because of this energy is going to square with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in your 6th house all year long, and next year till May. So it's going to actually help you with work. You're going to be very busy with work. You're going to get hired somewhere where you wanted to. Why? Because Mercury retrograde is in your 10th house. So a job opportunity coming back to you. Also, Mars was here just till end of August or middle of August. And right now, the new moon also going to happen in your 10th house of career. That is your purpose. So definitely you will be capable to get back a job that you always wanted for a long time. And you can be center of attention. You can be honored by that job. And so as Venus over here. So it could be like you're going to get a lot of interviews and you know, and being published and out in the public. And the job is also going to be busy. Your job is going to bring abundance. The job could be anything to do with health, anything to do with advising, serving for others. So it could be something with as I said, social media and YouTubing, podcasting. It could be anything to do with animals or investing in AI, and actually maybe you are a graphic designer, maybe you are a computer designer there, and it could expand right now. You can buy properties for renting, rental properties, and money coming in. You can buy actually lands, and the lands will be something like self-sufficient, something like off the grid kind of farms and lands over here. You can adopt a new puppy or new small animals, or if you have actually lost your dog or your small animals, it could come back to you. Yes, all right, and what else is happening? So Jupiter and Uranus energy all months long is going to trine with either Mercury retrograde, the Sun, or the new moon. So very, very positive for work and career and your purpose and recognition. And then what else we have? Pluto actually is in your 2nd house. So that was actually end of August, actually it was trining with your 10th house. So it's also indicating like your money, it's stabilizing. You're going to, you know how to invest. You are exploring how to invest in stock market. You are more courageous to invest right now. 11th house Mars, and then the Sun going to move here because of the new moon gonna happen on the 14th, and Mercury goes the 15th direct, so very good for the career, a new beginning, new opportunities. But when the Sun going to join Mars in your 11th house on the 23rd, it's going to indicate some kind of issue with your social media account. You can get someone who is trolling your social media account. It could be someone who is fighting with your beliefs. It could be some like you just want to cut out friends because they are aggressive. They are like they naughty, nasty, and speak low about you, or behind your back, and you're going to just cut out a relationship like that. Also, it is very good to get raise from your career. So as I said, you can get overnight like thousands of followers, and then you're going to get paid, and your money is rising from your career, from your purpose, what you are teaching, what you are expressing, because Mercury is here. It's an expression, it's a communication. You are teaching something valuable. It is by energy, it is actually opposing your family energy. So that is something to do here, like maybe an older person is coming to live with you and they want a lot of attention, and you are not going to be capable to focus on your career, and you're going to get frustrated. It could be your children and your significant other also going to require more attention, and you're not going to be able to give that because of you are traveling, you are getting recognized, you are into your career. So you will need to focus in the up chart of this whole entire month and even in October. So, it could be difficult a little bit. All right, Sagittarius, the moon and not the moon, the Sun and Mars is in your 11th house. 11th house is your granddad energy. And actually, I love my grandfather, and I'm a Sagittarius. So it is really, really suits me. Granddad is the energy of hopes and wishes. This is your luck, yes, I would say luck. So Mars over here is indicating you will have some kind of luck, and it is coming from friends, or it's coming from social media somehow. It's coming from your community, the community you are representing. So this is a very, very positive energy for you. The salary is rising, money is rising, especially Pluto being retrograde in your second house. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say, the full moon is going to happen in Aries in your 5th house. 5th house is anything to do with your pleasure, joy, creative based business, something to do with your creativity, your manager. So you might going to fire your manager, your agent, especially if you are a singer. Or it could mean like something is coming to end with a child. So it could be like your child is ready to go to university, right? It's September. I know the university students are going, and you're going to get an empty nest, and it's going to feel very emotional for you. It could end a romance and affair. Maybe you had a mistress or a romance, and you are in a marriage and you're just ending the relationship anyway. It could end a romance as well. But on the positive side, it could actually complete something. So you might have worked on a creative project, writing, composing, study something with music, and then finally you complete it and you are ready to show that for the public. So this is positive over here. All right. If you love my video, please subscribe, like, and comment below. Check out my website in the description box and get familiar with me and with my readings if you would like to have a personal reading with me. I wish you a joyous and prosperous September, and I will see you in eclipse season in October. Bye for now. Thank you so much for listening.